Welcome back. Today we're diving into the Listen to an Announcement task, where we'll learn to pinpoint key details and academic concepts from a professor's brief update. I'll show you how to separate the core lecture topic from the logistical instructions that often follow. If you're finding these breakdowns helpful, make sure to subscribe to myTOEFL for more expert strategies. Let's keep working together toward your target score. Get ready to hear a short talk about a specific technology. Focus on the definitions provided and any logistical details mentioned for an upcoming event.
Listen to a professor in a renewable energy seminar.
Today we will examine tidal stream generators, which capture the kinetic energy of moving water to produce electricity. Unlike offshore wind turbines, these underwater structures take advantage of water's high density, which is about 800 times greater than air. They arouse a smaller turbine to generate the same amount of power as a much larger wind-powered equivalent. To observe this technology, we will visit the ocean engineering tank this Friday, November 17th at 2 p.m. You are required to bring a waterproof stopwatch and your technical data sheets to record flow velocity. Please meet at the engineering south entrance 15 minutes before we begin.
Listen to a professor in a renewable energy seminar. The setting is a renewable energy seminar, which tells us to expect technical terms related to sustainable power sources. Professor. Since the speaker is a professor, listen for an educational explanation followed by specific instructions for students. Today, we will examine tidal stream generators, which capture the kinetic energy of moving water to produce electricity. The professor starts by defining the topic, tidal stream generators, and explains they harness kinetic energy from water movement. Unlike offshore wind turbines, these underwater structures take advantage of water's high density, which is about 800 times greater than air. A key scientific fact is introduced here. Water's high density is 800 times greater than air, explaining why water is so powerful. This allows a smaller turbine to generate the same amount of power as a much larger wind-powered equivalent. Because water is denser, a smaller turbine can be just as effective as a much larger wind-based one. To observe this technology, we will visit the ocean engineering tank this Friday, November 17th at 2 p.m. The talk shifts to logistics, announcing a visit to the ocean engineering tank scheduled for this Friday. You are required to bring a waterproof stopwatch and your technical data sheets to record flow velocity. Pay attention to the required items. Students must bring a waterproof stopwatch to record flow velocity. Please meet at the engineering south entrance 15 minutes before we begin. The professor gives a final meeting instruction, specifying the engineering south entrance and the need to arrive 15 minutes before. What is the primary focus of the lecture? This question asks for the primary focus, meaning we need the main subject the professor spent the most time explaining before the logistics. Let's look at the choices. Let's listen to what option A says. How to calculate the salt density of ocean water. Option A mentions salt density, but the lecture actually focused on water's high density in relation to power, not salt content. We can eliminate this. Now, let's check option B. A comparison of different underwater construction materials. While underwater structures were mentioned, the talk didn't compare construction materials, making this choice a distractor. Here is option C. Let's break it down. The principles and advantages of tidal stream generators. This is perfect because the professor explained the principles of how the generators work and their advantages over wind turbines. Let's keep this. Finally, let's look at option D. The history of wind turbine development in coastal areas. The professor mentioned wind turbines only as a comparison to show the benefits of water density, not to discuss the history of their development. Therefore, the correct choice is option C because it encompasses the main academic topic of the talk. What is one specific requirement for Friday's visit? We are looking for a specific requirement, so we need to recall the list of items the professor told the students to bring for the trip. Let's start with option A. Purchasing a new textbook on fluid dynamics. There was no mention of a new textbook. The professor only required items for the actual data collection at the tank. Eliminate this. Let's see if option B fits. Wearing a heavy wetsuit for the engineering tank. Although the tank is for ocean engineering, the professor never told students to wear a heavy wetsuit. This is a logic trap. Now let's evaluate option C. Submitting a report on local wind patterns. The students are visiting a water tank, so wind patterns are irrelevant to this specific field trip. Eliminate this. Finally, let's check option D. Bringing a waterproof stopwatch for data collection. This is correct because the professor explicitly stated students are required to bring a waterproof stopwatch. The most accurate answer is option D, since it directly repeats the mandatory item mentioned in the instructions. To master these tasks, always differentiate between the academic concept and the logistical instructions. Taking quick notes on dates and required items will ensure you don't miss those easy detail points. See you in the next lesson.